the first billionaire to ever appear on our newscast, racing enthusiast Don Bell, looks ahead to this weekend's Sonoma Historic Sports Festival, of course, headed up by the great John Cardinale. It's next with Don Bell. Don, what are you laughing for, Don? You ought to be laughing, come to think of it.
I'm not a billionaire yet. I got a ways to go.
How much you got, Don? Somebody told me.
A lot less than that.
All right, well, no, Vicky, he's got it.
Really?
He could buy KRON and not even perspire. We're coming back with Don Bell. I'll grill him. He's being modest next. All right, we weren't joking about Don Bell. Very successful gentleman, the founder of Bell Micro, which sold last year to Avnet for $600 million. It's Arizona's largest Fortune 500 company. Don's a race car enthusiast. In fact, he's raced in 19 Rolex 24 Hours of Daytonas, and he was planning to race his Lola T163 this weekend at Infineon Raceway, John Cardinale's event. And what happens to your car, Don?
Well, we had a little incident yesterday, so I don't think we're going to be running this weekend. We were doing some demo laps. It was raining. It stopped raining. Track was still wet. We're on slick tires, which really you don't want to do.
Have you seen this yet, what happened?
I have not seen it.
And exclusive, ladies and gentlemen, Don Bell. Don Bell's car conking out. So take a peek. Now, it's a beautiful car. Yeah, here we go, Don. Your bird's eye view. What happened?
Well, we really don't know. It was going in a straight line, just a slight curve. The track was wet on slick tires, and by the way, that'll tell you what'll happen if you run slick tires on a street car. That'll happen to you. So we went through a puddle and then hit a paint strip.
Oh, geez.
And the water on the paint, evidently the car snapped around and we bit the wall.
And there it is. And I know some people in our audience saying, that Gary's joking again or trying to razz the guest. Don, you had $1 billion, but where did it all go?
In race cars.
Okay, race cars.
And there was some more yesterday. There was a lot of it yesterday, as a matter of fact.
But anyway, so don't worry. We won't have to have a telethon. Don's still doing fine. In fact, you're hooked up with David Letterman in a sense? What's the deal?
Yeah, we're sponsoring the Rahal Letterman Lanigan race team. They have BMWs in the American Le Mans Series. Bell Micro was a sponsor for several years, and Avnet picked it up this year. So they're doing quite well.
Tell me about this vintage car. Now, to me as an outsider, I say, oh my gosh, this is the high and mighty set, huh? Vintage cars? Huh?
Oh, it's not really that way. It's old guys and young guys and young women really driving the cars. It's just a lot of fun. It's a bunch of people that are from that sporty car set from many, many years ago. They like the cars. It's a display of the cars. They got 400 of them up at Infineon this weekend.
How many you have?
400.
400.
I don't have 400. They have 400 this weekend.
Wow. I want to get a quick plug when you race Daytona, though, because that's kind of the place, huh? 19 times you've been at Daytona?
19 times. Well, 19 times for the 24-hour race. I raced some other races in Daytona, but it's the very awesome track. When you go to the Daytonas and the Charlottes and those kinds of tracks, they're a special place. You go in and look around and look up, and it's awesome. But we won it one year in our class and placed third one more year. And just finishing that race is an accomplishment.
Yeah, that's a big honor,
I was with a team owner this weekend for Indy cars, and I said, what's the toughest race you've ever done? He said, Daytona 24 hours.
Well, listen, good luck. I know you won't be racing, but you got cars involved at John Cardinale's Infineon. And nice to meet you, Don.
Good to meet you, Gary.
What a good sport. And KRON's available, really. And I'd work hard for you. I'd work hard for you.